London, the beating heart of the United Kingdom, the city of opportunity, culture and history, but also, let's be honest, one of the most expensive cities in the world to call home. In 2025, the cost of living in London has reached levels that would shock even lifelong Londoners. Rents are breaking records, groceries cost more than ever, and even just getting around the city can eat a massive chunk of your budget. So today, I'm breaking it all down. How much it costs to live here right now, from rent to utilities, transport and food. I'll also cover incomes, the new renters' rights bill, and most importantly, some practical tips to survive and maybe even thrive in the capital. Stick around to the end where I'll answer the most common questions people ask about living in London in 2025. Let's start with the big one, housing. This is where most of your money goes if you live in London. Right now, the average rent across the capital is sitting somewhere between £2,250 and about £2,700 per month. That's for an average property, nothing fancy. If you want a one-bedroom flat in central London, you'll need anywhere from around £1,700 to £3,000 every month. And if you're looking for something bigger, say a three-bedroom place for a family, you could easily be paying between £3,500 and over £6,000 a month. Buying a home, that's not much easier. The average property price in London is still just over £500,000. In boroughs like Hackney, prices are close to £600,000. Compare that to other parts of the UK, where you can pick up a house for under £200,000. And it's clear just how extreme London's market is. Now, of course, there are cheaper areas on the outskirts, and some people save money by living in shared houses or flat shares. But overall, London housing is one of the most expensive in Europe, and it keeps climbing. Okay, so let's say you found a place. What about day-to-day living? For a single person, the average monthly cost of living in London, including rent, comes in at around £3,000 to £3,500. That's your rent, bills, groceries, transport, and a bit of leisure. If you're supporting a family of four, you're looking at over £6,000 every month just to get by. Groceries are among the most pressing issues this year. Food prices have gone up again, about 5% higher than last year. A weekly shop that used to cost £60 might now push 70 or even more. Eating out is also pricey. A basic meal in a pub could set you back £15 to £20, and dinner for two in a mid-range restaurant is usually at least £60 before drinks. Then there are household bills. Energy prices are still volatile. They went up again in April and could rise further later this year. Council tax is also increasing. In some boroughs, it's up to 5% higher. And don't forget the little extras. The TV license is now about £175 a year. It all adds up, and quickly. Even if you're careful, the basics of London life are costly. So, with all that spending, how do Londoners make it work? Wages here are higher than in the rest of the country, but whether they keep up with costs is another question. The national living wage across the UK is just over £12 an hour, but in London, the real living wage, which is a voluntary rate set to reflect actual living costs, is around £13.85 an hour. That's more realistic for surviving here. Now, here's an interesting fact. Londoners also have the highest average savings in the UK, nearly £29,000. That's more than double the savings in regions like the West Midlands. But let's be clear, that doesn't mean everyone has that much in the bank. Many people are scraping by, while wealthier Londoners hold most of those savings. For the average renter paying £2,000 a month, it's tough to put anything aside. Next up, transport. London has one of the best transport networks in the world, but it's not cheap. A monthly travel card for zones 1 to 3 costs well over £100. Train fares have gone up by about 4.5% this year, so commuting from outside London isn't much better. On the bright side, there are ongoing upgrades. Colindale's new station is opening this year, and more step-free access is being rolled out across the tube network. So the system is improving, even if your wallet feels the pinch. 2025 is also a year of big change for renters. The Renters' Rights Bill is expected to pass into law this summer. What does it mean? It'll scrap fixed-term tenancies, so most people will have rolling agreements. It bans rent bidding wars. Landlords pit tenants against each other. And it strengthens protections against unfair evictions. That's huge news for anyone renting in London. But there's uncertainty too. The government is considering new taxes, like charging capital gains tax on main homes. That's making high-end property owners nervous, slowing down sales, and freezing parts of the market. And while ordinary Londoners struggle with rent, demand for super prime rentals, we're talking £5,000 a week for a mansion in places like Notting Hill, is booming. It shows the huge gap between London's rich and everyone else. So how do you survive London in 2025 without going broke? Here are my top tips. Number 1, house share or live further out. Renting a room in a shared house is still the cheapest option, and moving to outer boroughs can save you hundreds every month. Number 2, track your spending. Use apps to keep on top of bills and cut unnecessary subscriptions. Number 3, know your rights. The Renters' Rights Bill is there to protect you, but only if you know how it works. Number 4, aim for jobs that pay the London living wage. Anything less and you'll be stretched thin. Number 5, save whenever you can. Even a small emergency fund can give you peace of mind in such an expensive city. So there you have it. The real cost of living in London in 2025. It's eye-wateringly expensive, but for many, the opportunities, culture, and energy of the city still make it worth it. What do you think? Is London still worth the price, or is it just too much? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss more deep dives into life in the UK. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.